All right.
Yo. Yo. What up, chat? Yer. Yer. Kiwi. Thanks for the gifted sub. What's up, guys? What's good? Hello, hello, chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? Do you guys like my headband? Do you fuck with it? What's up, chat? What's up? Guys, tomorrow I see the Odyssey. I'm going to see Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Oof, that. Wait, you guys aren't feeling it? Wait, you guys don't feel this shit? Oh. Wait, you guys don't fuck with this? Damn. Give it a shake. I can't really. It's headbanded in. Yeah. Guys, I've heard the Odyssey is amazing. Apparently they're writing a book about it too. I can't wait to check it out. Um Chat, what is up? It's been a while since we've caught up. Guys, what is all there's so much to talk about. As you guys know, I'm still on my kind of like I'm on like a little bit of my summer break. I'm basically waiting for No Pixel 5 before I become a full-time streamer again. You know. Does anyone know my headband, Rachel Berry? Is that some Glee shit? Darkwing. Oh, Darkwing's here. God bless. I need you to break. Yeah, I'm spring break ran into summer. I feel like I was streaming a lot during spring though. No, or at least it was during the beginning of the year. Listen, guys, I'm about to go full time again, and it's gonna be a little crazy. Mishka, thanks for the 58 months, guys. We're about to be going crazy. I heard that real life Rachel Berry was like the character. it's like the character. She's kind of a self-insert, I heard. That was the T. All right. Get your clips ready. We are going to be reacting to the best and worst of Streamer University. The best and worst of Streamer University. I've been told to watch Ludwig's episode or Ludwig's class. Apparently it was really good. And we are going to do Ludwig's homework on stream for you guys. Wait, no, you don't want. I don't know. I just keep seeing these fucking Streamer University clips everywhere, so I figured, well, let's watch them, you know. So we'll check them out. First, a little Reddit recap. Yeah, Leah Michelle. Well, there is this one. Oh, Darkwing. You can give me the drama. Give me the tea. Oh. Hassan Piker on learning Ludwig makes $800,000 a month from sponsors like AT&T to blacklist him from events.
$1 million in June merch. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, the amount of money I just fucking cast aside for not taking any sponsors is insane. That is actually fucking nuts. It's got to be like a really.
I think this was a good month, but what he did an event in June, correct? He did an event in June. I feel like by the way, this all makes sense to me. I want to be clear. I don't think this is a typical month for Ludwig. If he's doing an event, I think it is. I think a typical month for him is anywhere from like 100 to 200,000 in sponsors. But for like a month where he does a big event, it's probably closer to that. Damn, Chad, we gotta do more events. Fuck, that's some good money. By the way, can I also just say I like that Ludwig is transparent about his earnings in a single month and about like his net worth. Well, I don't know if he's about that. Listen, chat, as I always have told you guys, we are very on the Blau Productions. We are very honest with you guys. I am not a millionaire, but he goes into it and he has a lot of standing sponsors and contracts. It isn't events. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll watch. I would assume it would have been like a big paycheck from an event, because even from my scale, I can tell you guys, like when I get a sponsor, I'm a little small time. When I get a sponsor, you know, it's anywhere from like $1,000 to like 10 grand. If I get like a big event sponsor where I'm being like flown out somewhere, or I have a bunch of deliverables or some like bigger event thing, then it can be anywhere from like 20 to 30. And that's a little old me. So yeah, I actually heard Ludwig's class was genuinely good advice. So we need to watch it with open arms, chat, because right now we're in the Blau off season and we're about to be in the on season, guys. Think about it. No Pixel 5 into GTA 6. I got to get my fucking shit together. We got to get ready for that, chat. He is sponsored by Red Bull and AT&T 24/7. Ooh. I like the transparency. It shows you work hard and you lock in, you can get paid decently. No, I actually disagree with that. I think there is I think how do I put this? I'm pretty sure there are more. I think the odds of you making it as a professional athlete are better than making it as a Twitch streamer. I'm pretty sure. We can go into the math behind it, but I'm pretty sure the odds of making and by making it as in like making it big or like being like self-sustainable. And I think there has always been this like issue, and some people feel it for like even in Streamer University, where people have felt like, oh, if I just grind, if I just stream a bunch, I can make it, which is not the case, right?
Really good month for him or something.
Lud literally talked about staying ready to get lucky. Yeah, I'm super excited to watch this because that's like, listen, chat. Like, I want you guys to know because I think Lud even says, "Who's your biggest inspiration?" I can tell you guys who has been one of my biggest inspirations for how I do a lot of stuff. Granted, I don't follow his advice a bunch, and that's not good. I should do it more. Is Ludwig. I've always been a fan of how Ludwig does stuff. Partly because he doesn't just grind stream. He streams specific things, and they're like events. I actually really like that. Or like he streams like there's a reason for you guys to tune in instead of just mindlessly just streaming the same. It's why, like, for example, I got pretty tired of streaming the same like kind of like Valorant lobbies and like the same sort of groups over and over again. And I think a big thing for me is that I'm like my numbers, if I want to be like a numbers Andy, my numbers come and go basically with how much I've been playing GTA roleplay because it's a big part of where I blew up, or how much I'm doing like active IRL events. Oh, I'm focusing on like playing actual hockey more. I'm not doing GTA and stuff like that. Oh, my numbers are getting down. I'm about to ride the wave of GTA of No Pixel 5 and then GTA 6. Oh, it's basically what he says, like be ready to get lucky. Like be ready to like have all your stuff pop off. So AMA numbers guy. I'm going to love his class. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. All right, we got to watch the rest of this clip though. I already got, by the way, for what it's worth, I already got extremely lucky. I'm very lucky.
Jesus Christ, dude. Air quality is ass today. Blame Canada. Yeah, dude.
Blau, I used you as an example of someone who isn't a big streamer, but we're able to make sponsors work. There are people 10 times bigger with 0 sponsors. Yeah, chat, you guys have to realize, like, my Instagram account, I have close to 100,000 followers on Instagram. My Instagram popped off. And a lot of my sponsors I get are paying me through Instagram. I have a TikTok that has over 100,000. Even my YouTube's pretty big, and I have a whole separate sort of YouTube thing. I can also go, listen, we'll go through Ludwig's class, and I can go through some numbers with you guys. The other crazy thing that I think some people in my community know, but maybe not all of you guys know, is I hedged my bets. I didn't actually, like, something that Ludwig talks about in his class is about what's your off ramp. I didn't just take a really solid game dev career, throw it away, and become a content creator. I kept my game dev career going. Now, it does look like there's a giant gap in my resume, but that's because I actually can't talk about one of my projects. But for those who know, like, there's some people in my community who know. They'll be like, oh, yeah, blah. Like, you guys, let me just put it this way. If you think PlayStation and Riot look good on my resume, I have like 2 better ones. Eventually that I can talk about. But a lot of that is because of stuff that Ludwig talks about. Like, your time as a creator is a flash in the pan, and you never know how long it's going to last. So you have to like build out other areas of investment and stuff like that. I actually don't have a gap. I actually have 0. There's 0 gap in my resume. Because it's actually been about 3 or 4 years of me doing some stuff on the low. All right, let's watch Hassan talk about this. Sorry, we haven't gotten to the react yet.
I'm gonna be honest. I would never talk to me again either, bro. Are you kidding me? $800,000 a month, and motherfuckers like, yo, you gotta blacklist this dude. I'd be like, sure. Who are we blacklisting next, AT&T? I'd be like, I'm not touching that guy. Are you fucking kidding me? 800 grand? That makes so much sense. Hey, good on him. Good on him, dude. I take it back, bro. None of you would say no to the bag. A bag that size, you'd be like, yeah, Hassan, fuck that guy. I'm joking. I am joking. I am memeing. I'm embellishing. I'm being hyperbolic. I'm cracking fucking jokes.
I think something that Hassan either does, he might realize this, or he needs to realize this, is that he's not. You guys want a hot take? I don't think Hassan is at this point I think basically since October 7th, Hassan is not like a coworker with the rest of Twitch streamers. This is my hot take. In fact, and by the way, I bet you Hassan would even agree with this. I think Hassan, for what it's, by the way, so his haters will hate him for this. People who champion him rightfully champion him for this. He basically became something outside of the normal Twitch ecosystem. He's a political commentator. I think he is now a political commentator who then just happens to, his channel is on Twitch. But it's what his content is. And the problem is, and maybe he's a little saddened by it because he used to be more involved in stuff. But the reality is he can't be involved in these events. The thing is, I think Ludwig gets a lot of crap for that. There's that. Let's say Hassan was still playing Valorant. You guys think Riot would let Hassan be in the Twitch Rivals Valorant? No, they wouldn't. Hassan can't be in the Twitch Rivals Valorant, right? Like, there's a lot. Like, at the end of the day, the nature of his content is just one that brands won't touch. And as Ludwig emphasized here, brands are like, at the end of the day, all of us are doing entertainment and are more in the line of, TV shows, YouTube videos, things that require ad revenue, that require sponsors to be bought in. He just said a few days ago when chatting with NMP, he's been doing a lot less Twitch collabs. Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not, I'm not saying it, by the way, when I'm describing this about Hassan, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. It's for many people, you could look at it as a good thing. He should be proud of it. I think he is genuinely in a separate lane of all of us now.
Before people freak out, okay? But goddamn, there's a lot of cookies. Holy shit.
How much I made? How did I pay for all of that? Well, good news for me. Merch sales. I got $7,800.
Wow.
Not bad.
Nice.
YouTube. That's just the YouTube revenue. This includes YouTube live streams, shorts, and videos. 270,000. Twitch gonna be smaller for me, guys. I do not make as much on Twitch. 57,000. I only run about 6 minutes of ads an hour. I have 9,500 subs. That's about what you make for that.
YouTube genuinely just does pay more. Like, if you do well on YouTube, it just pays better. Like, as an example that I can tell you guys, do you guys know those animated shorts that I do? The animated shorts, I can tell you guys how much money I've made off of Instagram from them. $0. Grew my Instagram a lot. I got like 5,000 followers from them. $0. The amount of money that I've made on them on TikTok, $10. The amount of money I've made on them on YouTube, all of those shorts, like over $1,000. They've actually paid for themselves because, like, paid me to be able to pay the editor because they've made me over $1,000.
The biggest bulk of my money, though, I made a pivot in my life. I decided I wanted to stop being viewer funded. All right, I did a subathon, had the most subs any streamer did. I had like an average of 20, 30,000 subscribers.
I like that content creators also position themselves as like getting the bag from sponsorships as like somehow the more ethical way to do business, where they're like, I just don't want to be viewer funded, guys. I don't want to take your money. I thought it'd be much better to get like, international conglomerates that give me money instead. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Like, that's so funny to me, where it's like, oh yeah, I know. It's really corrupt to steal money from the viewers. Look, Ludwig and I do very different things, okay?
Does he not know where his ad revenue comes from on Twitch? Like, what? I'm sorry, Hassan. What? He doesn't run ads anymore. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Guys, remember, I just watched Hassan on mute. Oh, well then never mind. So then he's fully crowdfunded. Listen, this is one of those where I'm like, he stopped once contracts are done. Oh, he had to because of his contract. Oh. And his podcast might still go. No, I think, listen, it's a fair point. Wow, how do I even respond to this? So something I've noticed, like a big thing for a lot of streamers is crowdfunding. Like and I'll tell you guys, something that has always been true for my community that's been really big is like really big sub gifters, people who gift a lot of subs to other people, right? And one of the reasons why that's nice is because that brings more people into the community who might not have subbed otherwise, and it's like just a nice way to prop up the stream. But like I said, I don't want to constantly be relying on like asking for subs or like begging for subs. I do sub ad reads every now and then, and I especially try to shout out my big Oilers when they gift giant bombs. Like, that's great. I also try to actively pursue sponsors, if that makes sense. I don't think either is bad. I do understand that Hassan has a hyper like critical view of capitalism in general, but that gets into a whole other conversation, chat, about the pitfalls of capitalism, and we get into some conversations that that's a whole other talking point we'll get into at some point. Who knows? Listen, there are wow, what is my take on capital? Listen, I'm a believer of regulated capitalism. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, if you guys want some really cool readings, you guys should look at so like the economics as understood by evolutionary biology. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. Even some of the concepts of like communism make a lot of sense for pre-agrarian human society. Makes a lot of sense.
And therefore, you know, my business model is very different than his. Mine relies entirely on voluntary.
I didn't realize that he's not on ads anymore.
Service is sponsored by you, the people, for you, the people. I don't have any sponsorships. I don't run any ads.
See, I didn't even know that he wasn't running ads anymore.
This business keeps rolling, where I can, you know, spend all this money on fucking flying around the country and shit.
I do think that is pretty admirable. Like, I don't know. How much money do you think is too much money for someone to have if there is a limit? I think there's a limit. I do think that some people don't. I think there's also like there's absolutely a limit. I also think some people misunderstand like what capital is doing at that point. Like, you know, the idea of like not, you know, no ethical billionaires, which like I actually get that, and like I could probably agree with that argument. But it's not like if you're a billionaire, you have like $1 billion of golden doubloons that are hiding somewhere that aren't doing anything, right? Typically, when someone is a billionaire, their billions are actually in valuations of companies that are then doing stuff, if that makes sense. I 100% think of Taylor or Rihanna. I'm not even saying them. I'm saying like, No. I'm saying, like, let me put it to you this way. There are billionaires. Like, okay. I don't want to use like Musk or fucking, I don't know, Jeff Bezos as an example. We could go through like a billionaire though and go through like where their money actually is. Because one of the problems I think people have to realize that their money is in ownership of a company. Like their money is it's like the entity that is then producing something of value to the world is the thing that is therefore attributed to their wealth. Yeah, exactly. Super Bowl. It's a corporate billionaire that they own billions of dollars worth of stock. So it's like what would you have that like sell their billions of dollars of stock to feed children? Like that's where that's where a lot of the transaction of money doesn't really make sense. But with all that being said, absolutely, I think that there's like a limit to how much like capital an individual should have. And I really agree at this point that people tend to not have a great understanding of $1 million versus, like, for instance, Hassan is a millionaire. I don't know if he's like, I'm pretty sure he's probably said this. Hassan's a millionaire. I don't know what his net worth is. I would guess Hassan's net worth is somewhere between like 10 and 20 million. I think having between 10 and 20 million is probably fine. Like, it's not that crazy. And people are like, oh my God, but when we mean eat the rich, we mean, it's like, no, like, when you mean eat the rich, you mean the giga rich, right? Or that she's for you? That's great. Wait, what is this? She's for you. Hold on. The fuck is this clip? Hold on. What is this? She's for you. Suki Mello shows off her insane anime voice acting while at Streamer University.
Oh shit, pool party last night.
Oh yeah, guys, enjoy the kawaii anime moans. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Play it more. Just listening to it is getting my red rocket all sticky. My red rocket is really sticky just listening to that. Oh, I'm about to.
I think that made me gay. That is not my type. That is, I'll let you know when someone's that is not, I'm sorry. All love to her. That is not for me. I can't do that. I can't, that's not for me. I'm so sorry. That is not for me. Oh my God. That's a great clip though. Elam said I'm his type. Bro, you're playing in the third place match today. Lock in, buddy. Yeah, no, British are not my type. 100%. 100% not my type. Bro, like imagine being with a British girl, right? And I'm fucking hitting it from the back and she's getting close and she's like, oh good heavens, I think I'm reaching arrival. I think I will arrive soon. Like, that's not fucking hot. That's fucking, kills my boner, bro. I assume that's what they sound like. Aisha Speed becomes distraught after Argentina scores a goal. Oh my God. Bro, I will say, chat, it was and people in the chat said it, and I do agree, it was the most fair Argentina game. Oh, I forgot about Prime subs. Well, chat, this is a great time to drop your primes, drop your subs. And chat, as an ethical streamer, I will let you guys know when I have $1 million in like full net worth. Current Blau content full net worth over 500,000, less than $1 million. Over 500K, less than $1 million. I'll be transparent with you guys. I don't fucking care. Yeah, maybe guys, what if I started blackmailing other streamers that had out their net worth? Because I have a pretty good idea of a lot of people's. Superboy, thanks for the prime.
How much I made? How did I pay for all of that?
One thing about Ludwig, and I think he also probably talks about this, is yes, he makes a lot of money, but Ludwig is also someone that I think spends a fuck ton of his money, like reinvest it into businesses or into other stuff. So I think he actually burns through a lot too. So his expenses are pretty high. I'm going to skip this clip because we're going to watch this. Blau, are you wearing a headband? Yeah, what do you guys think of the headband? You guys think this is gas? Gas or ass? You tell me.
You want to get the one, not that one. That's a piece of shit. That's the good one. This one? Yeah, that's the good one. No.
Why is this not even loaded? Asmon's lady friend complains about his nasty toilet. Mentions the biggest dookie stand. You know what? I'm going to skip this one. Jason the Ween forgets stream is on.
That's on the game? Fucking Arby's. I don't even know shit. No. I didn't say shit. Stop. Don't you dare.
That is a great reaction. That's an amazing. Wow. I mean, I heard about the I heard about this controversy. Oh well, am I allowed to? Oh, okay. Well, I had an interesting thought on this. Okay, first and foremost, great meme reaction. Oh, I heard it. Listen, I'm sorry, I heard it. That, like, yeah, dude, come on. Like, I fucking heard it. Come on. You know, like, hey. I heard it. Oh my God, if I heard it, did that mean that I think it? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh. What's that? God, who's that one comedian where he's like, sometimes when I really need to say it, I just write it down. All right. I cannot. Listen. As the whitest guy ever, I'm in no position to defend Jason here. It was Theo Vaughn. I'm in no position to defend Jason. And I will say, I had a snafu with the N-word once. Mine was not as bad as this. Because, okay, I'll tell you guys my story. I think I've told you guys this. I was at karaoke. With friends, and I put on a Drake song from like an old Drake song, and I used to know the lyrics to all those songs. I'd rap them in high school, and back then I was like driving in my Jeep fucking alone, and I would just rap all the words. Like, I don't care, right? Because, you know, it's whatever. It's 2008, 2009. No one cared then, right? And then now fast forward to 2025, and I'm not even, by the way, I wasn't even reading off the screen. I'm just going by memory. And like kind of with the flow, I just fucking, I was like, oh shit. And I dropped it. And I have since apologized deeply that I dropped it during a Drake song and not during another song, right? Like, no, I'd be like, well, listen, it's bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm like at the point where I'm like, don't fucking say it, right? You're white, you don't fucking say it. However, I think. Listen. By the way, if you're black and you want to be like, Jason, like, no worries, whatever, don't fucking care. You're well within your rights to do that. If you're black and you're like, yo, Jason, that's fucked up, man. You gotta apologize. You're well within your rights to do that too. Okay, This is my one little hot take. I feel like some people got really upset with Jason. And oh my God, he's racist. Oh my God, he's clearly racist. It was like a bunch of like white people kind of, oh, he's clearly racist. All that, and like all of a sudden, I'm like, you guys don't have black friends. Like I'm not excusing his behavior. It's more like, at least from what I see, Jason has a lot of friends that are black. He hangs out with black people a bunch and is like comfortable around them. I remember we talked to your Rage about this. Remember, where I was like, yo, Rage, like, how many streamers do you talk to who like you can just tell are not comfortable around? Like they just never have had a black friend. He's like, yo, so many. So I don't know. I felt like some people were like using this to like, fuck, like, oh my God, he's so red. I'm like, nah, come on, dude. Like, I don't know. I just don't like. Yeah, it's like it's bad. He should apologize. He shouldn't try to fucking cover it up. But like, yeah. And by the way, I'm only saying, you guys might be like, wow, this is fucked up. I can't believe Blau's defense. Guys, I have to like throw this out here because I'm like, do you guys see how much Arky and Yugi try to bait me to say it? I think I'm like 3 collabs. I think I'm like 3 or 4 collabs with OSCS away from accidentally dropping it. Okay.
This is just the month of June. Everything here is for the month of June. Payroll, $225,000. That is for the 50 employees that I have. Next, travel, $55,000. That's a higher number than normal. I ran an event. I had to fly a bunch of streamers out. That's that travel expense. Next up, events. That is the production of the event. Nice. Next, marketing. Again, similar for the event. It's another $10,000. Final total for the month of June is just the expenses. What I spent, $359,000.
Mogul moves, dude.
Bro, Mario, you look so much better, bro.
Why is everybody quiet? Jaden Adams passed away. Rest in peace.
Shut up, asshole!
Rest in peace, Jaden Adams. Why did that guy scream?
I think all of them, like, they're all like, none of them are particularly bad here. I actually did. I props to Marlon though, and I think it's also because Marlon. Correct me if I'm wrong, child. Like Marlon's pretty big and like he's deep in like the football culture and scene, and like he knew to like kind of like Lacey, don't fucking do that. Like chill. Props to him for that. Love that.
You didn't tell us.
It's 20 per person, but I give you 15 a piece.
You 48 us, bro. You waiting for us to get here to say it's 20 a person.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go lower because you just doing bullshit. $20. Put $20. Everybody, $20. I'm gonna call it ice, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Ice cream.
More.
Yeah, that's not a good joke. That's not. I don't fuck with that. All right, what other clips did you guys post? Let's see. Where do we see? Where's the big? Where is Which is better? Hold on.
On it. When you guys were on this one, you're talking about, oh, the jacket looks like this. The car in the back has. Those details aren't being picked up by viewer. You don't give a fuck when you're scrolling YouTube. Be honest about yourselves. You're scrolling for half a second. You squint your eyes. Which one looks better now? All right. Now you're like, oh, okay, hold up. I understand the one on the left. Those stick out a little stronger. There's the one on the right's a little vague. What's that thing in the back? It's harder to see. It's a little more clear now. Jason, why do we have a question? What's up?
What are your thoughts on AI thumbnails?
I think AI thumbnails will be rejected by the viewers. And so what is your goal? To get people to watch your videos or not watch your videos?
Watch your videos.
Okay, so you can use AI thumbnails if you want to save money and get no viewers, but that's up to you. All right, guys, we're going to do a few more tests.
Let's go. I get to watch a stream again. NSD Struggles Blau can't.
Thank you so much, Spark Celestial. Guys, wait, question. First of all, W response. One question I have. At what point are you... So, I'm trying to understand the ethics of using AI. if I'm making a thumbnail, I can tell you guys something. I use AI to make some of my thumbnails. There is none. Oh, okay. No, I'll tell you, I admit I use AI to make some of my thumbnails. I use it. I'm not even kidding. I can show you which ones. I used AI to make this thumbnail. This Mecha Chameleon one. I did. I can tell you guys exactly what my process was. I took the Mecha Chameleon art. The Mecha Chameleon like main art. I put it on the back of something, and then I uploaded this image that Rebchan drew, illustrated by hand, but it has a background on it, and then I used the AI remove background tool. I used AI. Well, you guys said that it's not okay at all. I can't lie. I mean, I like now any of these others, none of this is AI. These are like, for instance, you might be like, wait, is that like, for instance, the way I use AI tools. As in I use AI tools to clip backgrounds out. That's my job. I do that by hand. What, like, you know what I mean? So here's my question. I know you had a YouTube. Oh yeah, go sub to the YouTube, guys. Here's my question. Actually, here's an interesting question. Let's say I have a thumbnail I'm working on. I can show you guys how I actually make thumbnails. I'm gonna go through the process, okay? And then I can tell you guys where I'd like question about whether there was AI or not, or like whether it's a good use of it or not. Okay, that's what I'm saying is I'm pretty sure there's a lot of tools that are AI. This is for my figure skater to hockey YouTube video, okay? And I created, this is like the vision. This is not the actual thumbnail. This is the vision. So here's what I did. I took a real photo and this is from like a hockey player's YouTube. I took his photo from a picture of Alyssa Liu, a standard red arrow, and then there's like a bar dividing them. Cool. That's not where the AI gets into question. Okay, cool, whatever. So, and now we have an amazing picture of Kat so Kat's going to send me a picture of her in a figure skating dress. We have this amazing picture of Kat. Like, tell me that's not slay for the hockey photo, right? I have a question. What if I want to recolor her jersey? What if I'm like, yo, this is really good, but the yellow on the jersey doesn't quite match the yellow on the socks? And actually, we wanted to try a red jersey. And I use like what is the difference between, what if I have a AI tool that recolors it? Right? Is it crazy to be like to have an AI tool that just recolors the yellow into red? Like, I think this is the thing I have an issue with, where I'm like, I think AI generation is bad. I think certain AI tool, because again, a big part of AI to me is tools versus generative. If it's a tool to just kind of help you with like, for instance, I could still go and hand stitch out. Like, let's say I just want a PNG cutout of this, you know, for some other promotion of it, right? I could go through and do all that, or I could just ask an AI to just remove I feel like telling an AI, like, hey, can I just get this? That's what I'm saying. I feel like people are a little too dogmatic about AI. You know what, Lord Spacefist, this is where I'm kind of at. Using AI tools like the remove tool or color correction AI tool in Photoshop is fine. Using generative AI is bad. I agree with that. It's hard to know if a tool is using data center AI or just its own well-done algorithm. I would assume, wait, what's the difference between data center AI and its own good? I don't understand the difference there. I would say that's fine. That's like using an art pro. Yeah, it's like I'm just using a program to do something easier, just as like if I was doing something digitally, right? The issue people have with AI is it steals from creators that, yeah, and like let's also go through the work. Let's go through the work of this. The only work technically that I'm stealing from is like I had her pose in a yellow jersey instead of buying a red jersey. But like look at the actual, like, you guys can tell it's like, oh, we went to a rink. I had a photographer take this photo. Like, this is my photographer who took this photo, right? Data centers in general are fairly unethical, but that's something we have to tackle on a political state level, not through attacking creators. I guess here's my thing is, like, to be clear, I wasn't going to do an art thumb for this thumbnail, right? And as a when I baited you guys and said I use AI for my thumbnails, you guys all know. First of all, this art is by, like, I tell you guys that to bait you because I think as a streamer, despite having a lot less money than a lot of streamers who do use AI at like promotion, all sorts of stuff, I am pretty, you guys know, and by the way, if any of you guys have ever wondered, I think everyone knows, you guys can look at the art on here and know that this isn't AI generated, right? Like, let's be honest. All of my art here, and you guys can tell it's a pretty simple theme. It's Rebchan art. We get a lot of use out of the Shocked Blau one. It's Rebchan's art, typically put over another game or put over like a blurred background. Like, you guys can even see this blurred background on this one is a blurred image from Tears of the Kingdom. And then Lily's drawing, and then this is a drawing that Ray does for the Look, It's Ray for the animations I do. Don't worry, Blau, we know you're a masturbator. But I will tell you guys right now, I will tell you, because I'm also Boomer and Papega, I use an AI, like, I use an AI image manipulate, like AI fucking image thing. And I'll tell you what I use it for. 99% of the time, I put something in there and I say, hey, take out the background. In fact, what's even crazy is I like this cowboy one. I'm 90% sure Rebchan has sent me the PNG of this cowboy and I have it somewhere. But sometimes I might just be fucking lazy and I have the full image with her hand-drawn background in it as well. And I'll just ask it like, hey, can you take out the fucking background from this? Just so I can get the fucking PNG because I'm lazy. But I don't think it's lazy, but I don't think it's an unethical lazy. I will stand by the fact of like, hey, if I'm like using AI to like, especially cropping is the one that I think is totally fine. Now, recolor, I tend to like, I'm not saying I'm going to recolor this and do a red jersey, but if you guys do see on the thumbnail eventually a red jersey, now you'll know. I tend to think that it's not a big deal. I think AI tools to help create the thumbnail are fine. I think generative AI to create the thumbnail is bad. On that note, thank you for continuing to fight against AI thirst traps. I fell for one the other day. They're getting too good. Also, yeah, not only that, there's AI thirst traps, but also people use a lot of AI editing in their images. I want you guys to know, my edits on my photos that I post are minimal. I don't do like I rarely do a full filter. And if I do a filter, it's like tuned down. And it's typically just like, you know, like a light skin, like warmth filter to like bring a little bit more. But it's usually, I mess with like exposure and saturation and like a few other settings. That's it. People are doing some crazy editing to their photos now too. So it gets a little wild.
Your channels. We don't even have YouTube channels, or we haven't uploaded in 4 months. That is not acceptable. Here's the deal, guys. You are not just competing against other small streamers. You are competing against every streamer. You need to be better than the biggest streamers to be getting the attention of viewers. All right? I have good news for you. Most streamers are absolute dog shit. Most streamers are absolute dog shit legacy streamers who boot up a game and just kind of coast, and they're multimillionaires. And they're not providing new things. So if you're hungry, if you're willing to work on the stuff you're not good at, you can replace some of them. Okay?
I think one issue, and Ludwig would actually probably even agree with this take if he was to think about it. I think one issue, though, that the new generation of streamers have, and that I would critique Ludwig on, is this idea of growth for the sake of growth and not growth for the sake of peace. I think a lot of these, and this is why I think a lot of these streamers and like the people I see at the Streamer University are so hyper focused on being the next big streamer and doing some of that. Whereas, and I think Ludwig happens to just be a very well-adjusted, normal person, so maybe he doesn't think about this as much. I have seen some of the most unhappy and miserable people and unstable people who are wealthy streamers. Full stop, right? And I don't think they have a great balance in their life. And again, I think you can do a lot of work to maximize for viewership, to maximize for money. But I think there's, especially with a lot of these kids who haven't gone to college or haven't like thought of this, I think there's sorely lacking like mentorship and like how to live a good life. Which by the way, that's not Ludwig's class. I think that's not Ludwig's class. That's not Ludwig's responsibility. But, and obviously you want to keep your class fucking focused, but I don't think it's really talked about enough. And for what, and I'll give Ludwig his flowers. He even like called out like some like good ethical practices in here. I sometimes wonder how much it's like, how important it is to be here's another thing that I don't know if Ludwig talked about this either. I also think there are ways to like grow as a streamer that are just kind of shitty and like kind of like, I just don't know if you want to do that, right? Like you can chase clips and you can be a fucking nuisance streamer and you can be an absolute fucking degenerate, but I don't know if that's great. You can also put on a legendary LARP that's just not authentic to who you are and then have that break down and, you know. That's actually a great call out about Northern. I think it's why Northern Lion is liked by so many streamers, because not only is he very successful and does good content, but he also he's not a fucking psychopath too, right? So great call out there. Fuck it, let's watch the fucking thing. Hold on. Is it this one? I became a teacher for a day. All right, let's watch. Here we go.
I didn't really consider the sexual ramifications of the name of this course before naming it as such. It's not how to get lucky sexually speaking. You know, I think to become a successful streamer requires a modicum of luck. And so it's like, how do you get that luck? That's the idea.
Let's just go, man. Let's take it on the day. We need to lock in. Is this class fucking...
There was more to the clip? Oh, well, we're going to get all of the clip by watching this. I mean, this is also just a lesson in life. A lot of people think like, oh, if only I can get like the best advice in life is to be prepared for getting lucky. What a lot of people don't realize is that lucky things or like chances of luck, just any, it's not even luck in that sense. It's literally just a circumstance happens. And I want you guys to know in your lives, many circumstances will happen throughout your lives. It's whether or not you can capitalize on them. That's the key thing.
I checked, by the way, of my 120 students, 6 have done the homework. Really? 6. 6 is bad.
What was
That's
the
a bad
homework?
Percentage. 5% is low. 95% of people didn't do it. The people in my class should do it because I'll tell them, but the other people who aren't in my class don't get to do it. Fuck. 6, man. Such a low percentage. I guess it narrows down who's coming to streamer games. I had to pick from 120, now I'm picking from 6. Pretty small list.
All right, so I think this is the rundown. 5 minutes after class ends, lock the doors.
We discovered a lock. There's a big ass lock.
Oh yeah?
Like no one's getting through it.
They didn't even have to be streaming goals, just any goals. Write down 3 goals. Okay, let's do Ludwig's homework. I'll do stream related goals for you guys. Guys, what are 3? I have so much fucking notepad shit. Is that one of my goals? Clear up my fucking notepad. Oh my. Don't save. I don't even know there's random fucking shit we've been doing. Don't save. All right. I'll do your goals. Okay, 3 goals. Okay, goal number 1. Create beer league hockey streamer series. That's actually a huge goal of mine. I want to create that series and do it really well. And there's a bunch of sub notes on it, but execute it really well. Chat, what's my goal number 2? We'll do streaming goals. What's up, Hannah Lemma? Be corporate about and put actual timelines. Consistency. Be consistent with GTA RP streams. I mean, yeah, by the way, you should, we'll write out the sub goals and like the timelines to be consistent with this, you know? I think this falls under being best sports streamer. I actually think this is better than the goal of being best sports streamer. I think best sports streamer comes because I've done something unique like this. Be a top GTA 6 streamer. I want to be one of the top GTA 6 streamers. Boom. Cool.
It kind of locked.
Like, do we know how to open it?
Yeah, it's really
easy
to open, really hard to get into.
You look like a Mormon missionary.
No, I don't, right?
Yeah.
But the shoes. Really?
Dragon Wolf, thanks for
I
the
feel like I should
sub.
drop the tie. I feel like it was better, like slightly unbuttoned a bit.
I mean, it depends how professional you want to be, man.
What if I do like one of these?
I've never seen a professor look like this.
It's like fucking...
Like overstressed worker?
Yeah, like I'm just finishing my shift and I'm like fucking like, fuck, bro. God damn, is it hot?
Yeah, it's warm.
Fuck. No, it's like, this is what I'd be like with a unbuttoned.
What would you do to become a... Listen, later on, we'll go through each of those sub goals with you, Chad, and we'll go through what we have to do to do them, you know?
Yeah, no, it's warm.
Fuck, it's hot. God damn it. Shit fucking job.
Okay, let's see. Does it F in here?
When does the class start?
Let's get to it. You said
Professor L.
just a little bit. Trying to learn from the best, man. Not the best. I saw your class. That looked great. Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
I like the PowerPoint. One issue we might have, I'm realizing, is if we lock it, how is Bader gonna let them in?
So after 3:05, I think you come inside and you lock it. And just have a message on your phone.
No entry without
If
Red
you are
Bull or
late, you need to bring Professor a Red Bull or get a signed slip from your age.
Okay. Damn.
What
plenty of room.
But I love Blau. Still on time. I'm gonna become
Have a seat. 303.
A little late.
What time does the class start? Was it at 3?
I still don't see. Come on in. 305.
When's
Be
it
prepared
start?
for when that luck strikes. All right.
Okay, here
All
we go.
right,
Here it
lock
says.
in. Now we're locked for real. All right, have a seat. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Everyone, welcome to my course today. Yo, welcome to my course today. It's called How to Get Lucky. I realize this has a bit of a sexual innuendo. It is not sexual, but I truly believe to be a successful streamer, you need to get lucky. I think every streamer has had a moment they can refer to where they got lucky.
I have a bunch.
But it's about capitalizing on that luck, being prepared for when that luck strikes. All right? So here it is. This is my first question I had for y'all. Did anyone have a thought on it? Please. Do you need to be... If you believe you'll be successful, you become successful. Yeah.
I said no, but it's the bare minimum to ever being able to begin being able to achieve it.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, wait. So before Ludwig answers this, I think there's another take about this. So believing you will be successful is not enough. However, it is actually his answer was great. It is not enough, but you actually do need to do that. Here's another thought, chat. You actually do need to be delusional. It turns out that if you just act like the thing that you want, if you want to be a big streamer and you just act like a big streamer and you just live your life that way and are delusional that you'll make it, it works. That dude is his top student. 100. Yeah, no, you by the way, this is I'm serious, chat. You're supposed to gaslight yourself. You're supposed to have like in life, it's actually really good if you just abandon all sense of like the reality of the world and just have extremely what is it? You should just have like basically insane optimism. You need to have insane optimism. Did you apply to Streamer University, Blau? No. I'm too old for this shit. I would definitely apply to be a professor next year, but I'm too old for this shit.
Like, no, but it is the bare minimum to ever begin being able to achieve.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's like a grand factor of becoming successful, but I do think in order to be successful, you have to have that mindset of like, oh, I want to be successful, and that's the drive. It's not really like how it's the mindset.
Yeah, it's not wanting to be successful is not enough, but it is actually required.
The mindset's the drive because the goal, as long as you have your eyes on the goal, your drive is unstoppable.
Marlon?
Aren't you like 26? Ha! I wish.
Well, I do think that's the first step to being successful, you know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, I think, hard work, discipline, all this stuff, if you don't have that, I don't think you'll be successful at all,
Yeah, I think you guys are nailing it on the head. I don't think we got to go more because it is absolutely true that belief alone is not enough. All right? What you need is belief, but you also need all those other factors. The most important thing I want you to take away from this class is that you need to be delusional.
Yes. Okay, he does call it. Yes. Delulu is the Salulu.
100%. I always say that. Delusional.
Are already amazing at this. All right, you are all delusional enough to have applied to Streamer U and thought that you would get picked to get in. You are all delusional enough to be hitting the go live button, which is in it of itself an act of ego, right?
Big Blau, are you going to be at Streamer University next year? Yes. You know what? Great. I should have applied for at least for a professor position. Oh man, because dude, if GTA 6 roleplay hits around this time for Streamer University next year, I want to apply for the GTA. I want to apply to either be head of drama club or to teach GTA roleplay. That'd be fun as fuck.
People should be watching me, not other people. So you're a little delusional in that sense. It is a perfect thing if you're going to be a successful streamer. You have to be delusional. It's not a teachable skill.
ERP professor, yeah.
Intrinsically, maybe confidence you grew up with. So congratulations, you all have that. And I have some more congratulations for you. I got some good news for you all today. Wow. 10,000. All right, no, it's not 10,000. All right, the class is called How to Get Lucky. A little background for y'all on who I am. I am Professor L. All right, if you don't know me, Streamer of the Year. Oh. What was that?
That was Bonnie right there.
So uncalled for. Extremely uncalled for.
No, chat was saying loser. I was like, loser? What are you talking
Bonnie,
about?
everyone gets one? 2, you're out. Professor Rail, Streamer
Slides
of
of
the Year
fire.
2021. Bonnie, do you have one? Oh, shit. Content Creator of the Year 2022. You got one? Oh, shit. Okay, that's what I thought. Top 50 Super Smash Brothers player. I'm a Red Bull athlete. 6th most sub streamer all time. Engaged to a bad bitch. Fluent in Chinese, Japanese, other languages.
Fluent in Chinese,
I'm 31
wait.
years old. I'm probably... Show of hands, anyone older than me in this room? There we go. There we go. Agent, I don't think you got me beat yet.
Yeah. What rank nationally?
I'm top 50. Yeah, man. Let's just go to the next slide.
This is in the state of Bear.
All right, y'all. I got great news for you all. These are important facts. Keep in mind. 92% of streamers
Okay.
do not go live a second time. That's real sad. 92%
I did not know
of
that.
people will go live once, and they will never.
Fun fact, chat, the first time I actually streamed would have been back in like 2013. I technically streamed in 2013. I was streaming like the Collegiate Star League, like StarCraft 2 at my college. But I wasn't thinking of it as like a streamer. I literally streamed back in college. And then I didn't stream for like 5 years, but
Never go live again. To be in the top 1%. To be in the top 1%, all you need is 20 viewers.
Ooh.
That is the top 1% on Twitch for streaming. All right? You are already
sussy streamer platforms don't count. But it was on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch. I streamed StarCraft on Twitch. What are you thinking about? Bro, like what? What? That's a weird fucking comment.
in the top 1%. And of the 1 million students who have applied.
Joking, buddy? It was a bad joke. Oh, just because you're joking doesn't mean it was a bad joke. What the fuck?
You guys made it in. Round of applause for yourselves.
I know I can learn. Okay, cool. We'll let you learn. Don't worry.
And just by show of hands,
Oh my
who's the
god,
top 1%?
I am gonna do a mass unban. Before No Pixel 5 starts, we're just gonna unban everyone and just see how it goes.
% on Twitch.
All of us.
Okay? All right, that's pretty good. So we're doing well. All right, everyone, do me a favor, check under your chairs. Check under your chairs, everyone. Everybody check under your chairs right now. All right, okay, who got a star?
Me! I got $10. I got a star.
All right.
I have a star.
Do me a favor, what color star you got?
Silver.
Okay, silver, white. Does anyone have a gold star? Anyone have a gold star?
I don't have anything on my chair.
That was white. This is white.
You can check under the... Anyone got to check under the chair of a neighbor if you need? Who's got our gold star? Oh, we got our gold star!
What does it mean though?
Okay. Hold up. Let me explain what the stars mean, everyone. Let me explain what the stars
Keem is amazing, by the way. I'm not surprised Mr. Keem's a star student.
mean. What was your name again, please? Malik. You win our gold star. Are you live right now? Guess what you win for the gold star?
Do I get to your game?
I will be rating you today.
Wow.
Now, guys, what did Malik do to earn that gold star?
Nothing.
Got lucky. Okay. Raise your hand if you got a white star.
I got a white star.
I got bad news for you. All right, you guys, and this is a real stat, you guys are going to leave Streamer U less successful than you came in.
Oh.
I need you guys to listen to these stats I'm about to tell you. They're very important. Most of you guys are going to fail. Most of you in this room actively are going to fail as streamers. Why? I did the math on last year's Streamer 2025 invites. Here's the chart. Now I'm going to break down this chart for you. It's a dumbbell chart.
Wow, that's too much for me.
These black dots are where they were at before Streamer U 2025. April 2025, that was their average viewership. The red line, okay, that means they went down in viewers. The green
Actually,
line,
a
they went
bunch
up
of
in viewers. The orange dot is what their
a bunch of the biggest drops are up here.
viewership is last month, okay? So these are people who they went to Streamer U, they had all that success, all that excitement, I'm about to be a fucking amazing streamer. Now their viewership down to here, okay? I'll give you the stats more concretely so you can really grasp it. The average viewership of all the streamers who participated in Streamer U 2025 is down 287 viewers.
Okay, but he's got to be cautious with that. And maybe it's to illustrate his point, but and someone check the math for me on this. You got to be really careful with this. Now, I'm not trying to call out Ludwig here. I bet you that changes if you take out the top 3 biggest drops in viewership and the top 3 biggest gains in viewership. I bet you that completely changes and becomes positive. He does median next. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, that's not what. Oh God, I know you guys are like, oh, but that's what median. No, it's like that's not great. Like it's just not a great way of representing data. Like I want you guys. This is like now. Granted, I guess he's at Streamer University, so you do mean, median, and mode. But like, we're not trying to what mean, median, mode, right? Like we're not trying to like go like super deep into this. But I don't. With the number of people at Streamer University, I would not be surprised if this massive average drop was caused just by like 1 or 2 streamers going extremely down. Secondly, if you really wanted to be specific about this, you would actually look at. Listen, I'm not trying to be a fucking nerd here, but like guys, you would also look. The average viewership on Twitch in general is down. Even if viewership overall on the platform is up, because there's now so many more broadcasters, everyone average went down. So all I'm saying is that like, but I think to illustrate his point, this is fine. But I'm just saying
They have lost viewers year over year.
It wasn't. His tech guy who does data showed the raw data on Atrioxine. What wasn't? Twitch average viewership being down? I'm not saying that the site's viewership's being down. I'm saying that the average streamers, it was broadly down, not a couple of big streamers losing the most. Yeah, and so the second point I'm saying is I think everyone's viewership is broadly down. That's the point, though? Not necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Multi-streaming and other sites. Like, there's a lot of other factors that go into this. Basically, like, there's a world, though, where, like, let's say Twitch as a platform gains 1 million viewers, but everyone's average viewership goes down. Why would that be the case? I still think, by the way, his point is really good. I'm just nitpicking on the data.
Now, obviously, that's outweighed by people.
Yeah, and see even survivors. Yeah, like, oh, listen, there's a lot of data that that people leave out or that they don't consider. So for like, and by the way, to answer the question is, all viewership on Twitch can be going up, but average viewership on general can be going down because there's more streamers. Point is, even though you have this massive spike, doesn't mean you'll maintain it. Likely for the reason yeah, exactly. And by the way, I'm someone who knows this a lot. Chat, I literally can look. I can tell you guys and go through my analytics and show you guys. I basically know when I'm going to have massive spikes in viewership and when I'm going to like go down because of like what content's coming up. It's also why like I will admit I get a little. One thing that does annoy me, if you guys want a pet peeve of mine, I get a little annoyed by chat when people are like, "Oh my God, why is Blau not streaming? He's not streaming." I'm like, yeah, because there's not much for me to stream. It's not that valuable for me to do it when I have other things I want to do. But like, yeah, but it's like, and to me, it's a little crazy because it's like, yeah, no fucking shit. when No Pixel 5 comes out, I'm going to be streaming a fuck ton. So let me save my energy for that. When GTA 6 comes out, I'm going to be streaming a fuck ton. But if I'm streaming some single player game, I'm not going to, you know, maybe go through the extra, I don't know, 5 streams to finish the game when, you know, the viewership might not be that great. Maybe I will. Maybe because it's fun. If it's fun enough, I might. But I got other stuff going on too, you know?
Larger streams, okay, they have much more of an impact. The median streamer, all right, the median, we know what the median is, right? You slash both ends so you get the person in the middle, all right?
100%.
Marlon, you shaking your head no?
No. Sarah is only, again, like...
It's all right.
I think I don't know if... Okay. I have another... This is also a really other hot take, and I wish people included this in Streamer University talks. I mean, is it just the relationship between creator and enjoyer? Are you cool with George R.R. Martin taking things at his own time? Yeah. Yeah, I actually am. I'm going to be so honest with you. I really am. I don't care. I have other stuff to do. I don't care. I'm going to be so... You've made opposite comments before. Yeah. Because I'm a content creator, so I say funny things like, George, please fucking finish Winds of Winter. Let me pull up a graph and show you guys how the releases of A Song of Ice and Fire keep getting further and further pushed back, and let's graph it. Because I do that because it's content, it's entertaining, and it's funny. I don't actually care. I just don't actually care.
The median viewers, all you need to know, has gained 4 viewers before and after stream review. Okay? This is you. This is what you will be, all right, next year after all the excitement's over, after all the collabs happen, all right, after your viewership skyrocketed, your followership skyrocketed, you are going to get 4 more viewers. Over half. If you got a white...
Yeah, this is... Thank you. I'd much rather have a streamer stream when they actually want to than because they feel they have to. Exactly. I feel like I also make better content when I don't feel like I have to stream, but when I'm like... I have something exciting that I want to stream, that's when I make the best content. And then, and the other thing that's crazy is like, yo, like, if you guys like the other thing that's crazy to me is if you guys like my content and you're like, oh my God, Blau's not streaming enough. Go on my fucking Instagram. I post shit on Instagram all the time. That's content. That's me doing work. Fucking, I post YouTube videos. I post shit on TikTok. Like, still doing shit. This guy is still a streamer. What do you mean? I am not disagreeing, by the way. I'm just saying it is the cost of doing something people like. It's a cost I don't have to pay. I just won't pay it. I'm not gonna pay it. If people get that, they shouldn't watch. Listen, if you want to watch a streamer that streams every day, don't watch me. If you want to watch a streamer that streams every day when No Pixel 5 comes out, watch me. There you go. That's the easiest way to put it.
Star, that is you. Over half of the streamers have gained single-digit viewers or lost viewers year over year. Okay, why do we think that is? Streamer U's supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. You're supposed to have made it. You're in the big leagues. Marlon, why not?
Well, I do think when you come here, everybody's going to spike. Big streamers, small streamers. When you leave, you got to make sure you entertain them on your own as well and try to capitalize on it. And
watching a rested streamer is better than watching a stressed one? Facts.
Kind of like what he's saying, but you also got to find ways to maintain the trajectory because it's like this is going.
It is also crazy, by the way. Yo, shout out Samsung. Shout out Samsung. If you guys notice, every single streamer just rocks. Like, Samsung is the fucking gold standard of streaming, by the way. So much better than iPhone.
Skyrocket you in one way or another, but if you just instantly go back to not changing anything about your content or not implementing things you might have learned or not collabing with people that you met, you just go end up right back where you were.
I think ultimately,
Oh, they got phones from Streamer University? Oh, well, fuck me. Well, still, it's still the gold standard, Chad. Fuck off. Still really good. I should do more IRL streams. I do think IRL is some of my best content, so I should do more IRL streams. Fuck it, guys. I gotta start. Listen, I'll plan some IRL streams this week. It's time to get back to work. I think the other thing, chat. I'll be so honest with you guys. I was waiting for No Pixel 5. I just don't know when it's coming. So I'm like, instead of waiting, like, let's just get back on the grind. Fuck it.
when shit's going good, when the viewer number's up, it's
We figured you had the inside knowledge of a date. I don't know the date. Wait. Yeah, to be clear, I don't know the date of when No Pixel 5 comes out. Chat, I don't work for No Pixel. I'll definitively tell you guys, right, I do not work for No Pixel. I'll say that, right? I don't work for No Pixel. Don't know when No Pixel 5 is coming out. Run with that as you want. I don't work for No Pixel.
really easy to spark stream. All right? It's really easy to post clips with Streamer U in it, and they do amazing. Okay? You know what sucks? Is doing it when you don't have a great game plan, when you have nothing going on.
True.
Right? So motivation is great, but we should discipline ourselves in small things and from those progressive things of greater value. This is Marcus Aurelius. Okay? He was the leader of Rome, the largest empire in the world. He wrote himself a journal.
Marcus Aurelius? Oh my God, he was the guy that General Maximus, whatever his name was the general for. He also wrote #meditations, how to be a better yogi.
Called Meditations. It was his private thoughts. It was never published. They published it after he died. He's the most powerful man on earth. He's writing this, okay? He has everything in front of him. He is writing this. So what does it mean to be disciplined versus motivated? Okay, we all know motivation's fickle. Discipline's forever. How do we get some discipline? This is an activity. I want you guys to all be doing this right now. This was your homework. If you did it, good. If you didn't, do it now. Pen and paper. Pen and paper right now. If not...
Okay, this is there was a comment in Lud's chat that was like, yo, W ball knowledge. Okay, pause. I think, by the way, it's a great reference. I don't think knowing Marcus Aurelius was the leader of Rome and wrote Meditations. I don't know if that's knowing ball. That's like knowing ball like that's like I know of basketball. For a Twitch chat, actually for Twitch chat it is. For Twitch chat it probably is. Never mind. You know what? Honestly, remember to keep these things simple.
You can put it in your phone right now. That is fine.
You have to keep your standards low. These are streamers. I will tell you guys something that I've genuinely felt. I felt during the peak of me streaming, like probably like 2023 through like 2024, I became more stupid as a person. Like just my general ability to like reason about the world, my general knowledge about stuff. I felt myself becoming more stupid as a streamer.
But I need you to write this down later.
I only have 2 pens.
That's all we need. Put it in your phone now, write it down later.
I'm gonna write that down later. I'm not kidding.
Let's put it in the phones right now at the very least.
No pen for you.
Pick up the whole thing.
She's awesome. We can run it on the phone. All right, guys. We're writing down our goals. These are goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year. They're 2026 goals. We're in July. We're over halfway through. We don't have that much time left. But what do you want to achieve by the end of the year? These don't have to be streamer
Inner
related.
peace.
All right, they can be about maybe your personal health, your personal relationships. But I want you to be writing down the goals. If you're writing down on your phone, I want you to write these down physically, okay? This...
They got Jellywig as a professor of streaming. XQC has more knowledge on streaming than all these guys. all of that knowledge on stream, but XQC still A, won't show up to an event, and B, if he does say he's going to an event, won't show up on time. And if you're a professor of a class, you need to show up on time. Well, like what the fuck? He's gonna be late to teach his own class?
I haven't.
Yeah, also you'd have to you'd have to first teach Juicer 101. Like, oh my god, if X taught a class, you'd have to first have like mandatory requirements before you can take X's class. Like you'd have to pass Juicer 101 and Juicer 201 first. Like those are like prerequisites, you know?
Bring it with me. Actually, I fucked up. We forgot to bring it. I wrote this down in 2018. I literally have the piece of paper in my dorm room. Okay? It was 2,000 subs, 100K followers, 1 million uniques. Be punctual, be full time. I went 4 for 5. I'm not a punctual guy. I'll be honest about myself. All right, I went 4 for 5, but I do believe there is some value in materializing your goals by writing them out, putting them in the universe. Okay?
True.
I want to see your goals. I'll reply to all of them. That's part of your homework today. But ultimately, motivation is fleeting. Discipline. Okay.
There's no way we made you a mod. There is no way we made Krams a mod. Mods, remove that. How the fuck did that happen? Remove that. Take that off.
Okay? Is what will help you be a successful whatever you want to be in the future, and goals can help you be accountable.
Great point too, chat. You can do the opposite if you talk too much about your goals. There's actually something really important. You and your goals should be stuff that you write down, but you don't. A lot of people think like, oh, you should have like an accountability buddy. Don't have someone that holds you accountable. Don't talk about your goals. You can talk about things you've done. This is the key thing. Talk about things you have done in the past. Do not talk about things you plan to do. There's a lot of great research on this. Basically, by speaking things, by telling other people, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z, which is like, I'm kind of like already doing that to you guys by like broadcasting this out to the channel. It's not a good thing. This is basically, I get the dopamine and the sort of the same dopaminergic pathways are basically achieved in my brain as if I had actually done the thing. Great neuroscience studies on it. It's why you actually should not. It's why you should, in fact, weirdly enough, as a streamer, I should write down my goals and then just deliver. It's kind of like why I shouldn't tell you guys what I'm doing. What the fuck are you saying? Dopaminergic pathways. All right, we're gonna listen. Welcome to Blau University. I should start doing lectures for you guys. Dopaminergic pathways are neural networks in the brain that use the neurotransmitter dopamine to transmit signals. The 4 primary pathways, nigrostriatal, mesolimbic, mesocortical, and tuberoinfundibular regulate movement, reward cognition, and hormones. Basically, if you guys want to sound cool, it's just LARPing, okay? So instead of being like, you get a dopamine reward, like people like throw the word dopamine around a lot. But then if you want to act like LARP, like you know ball and know neuroscience, you say the dopaminergic pathways involved. It's basically just long form of saying dopamine. It's just WLARP.
Okay, make the goals achievable, but also something that you're shooting for. Next up, we're going to talk about schedule. All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now.
Blau streamer U class, LARPing 101, yeah. I do need to get a better schedule.
Went live. When I woke up, I went to bed. When I was tired, I woke up whenever I woke up. And I sort of did that on repeat, but you probably have recognized, maybe some of you who started full-time streaming from a regular job, schedule kind of helps.
Blau, have you ever actually done any psychedelics? Yeah. I've done shrooms and acid. I gotta go pee. On that note, I'll be right back. Cocaine is the good shit. Anyone who's actually done cocaine will tell you that cocaine's kind of ass. Not that I've ever done cocaine, but if I did, I'd tell you it's kind of ass.
It helps make sure you wake up at similar times, get similar sunlight, you eat correctly, you're working out correctly. And I don't think people think enough about streamer schedules. They just think about, when can I spark? How long can I be live? And I think a lot of you right now, who's doing 24/7 here? Okay. Now this is fine. Look, it's Streamer U. It's a rare event. You're capitalizing on it.
Bro.
Okay? But let's get a good schedule when we get back. I'm going to tell you this is my ideal schedule. This is what I try to do day to day, at least when I go live. I wake up 9:30. The first thing I do, first 4 hours of my day, it's meetings. I do some podcasts. I eat right. I do like at least, 5K steps. It's just starting my day off, okay? Next up, 1 p.m. This is probably one of the most important parts of my day. It's me time. I'm looking at people's streams. I'm ideating what I'm going to do on stream that day. That's it. I got nothing else on the plate. It's eat, ideate. I watch Twitch, that's it. 4 p.m., usually about when I go live. I don't go live
This is really
for more
good.
than 4 to 6 hours. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit why, and why that's, I think, a good amount of time for you guys to go live for. But I'll do whatever.
I like
seconds
that. I like
come up with
that.
in my ideation process. And then decompress, hang out with my fiance, eat dinner, chill, and then I try to hit a similar bedtime every day. This is gonna be another homework assignment for y'all. This one, you guys don't need to show to me, but I want you to create an ideal schedule for yourselves for when you guys get back from Streamer U. What is the life you want to lead? Okay, write it down for yourself. You can make your life really easy if you just follow the script that you give yourself. Another important thing, take days off. I think a lot of you guys don't want to take days off. I think a lot of you guys feel this.
I like
pull
this.
to keep
Yeah.
going. You
I
are
like
human,
this.
You are fallible. Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed in 5 years. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year, okay? So if you give yourself a...
I've heard that, but I've also heard, okay, but I think it's the same thing in any time frame, which is that people also overestimate what they can do in 1 week, but underestimate what they can do in 1 month. And I've heard that vice versa with also the flip where it's like they overestimate what they can do in 1 month versus in 1 year.
little rest, you'll be
Wait until he tells you the sweet spot for hours streamed a month.
lot more successful in the long term. Are you trying to be a streamer for
Oh,
a
I'm
year,
excited.
burn out, and then be like, oh, I can't deal with content creation? Or are you trying to do it? I'm on year 8. Okay?
Yeah, by the way, chat, that's the other thing. Like I'm in it for the long run. I'm planning to keep streaming for years to come. I'm going to keep up my game dev career and I'm going to keep up streaming. I'm going to do both. But that's like why I know I won't fully crash and burn is cuz I think I have a good schedule.
And you never seen a tweet out of me going, oh man, I'm so fucking tired doing this. Because I take time off. I go to Dodgers games, I hang out with my fiance, I do whatever. But I think time off is important. That shit actually matters. It will help you in the long run. It will also help you be a more well-rounded individual. People who stream every day, they become rotted individuals. All right? I think experiencing life makes you a better streamer, makes you a more well-rounded person. This also matters. Do we have a question on that?
Did you start taking days off once you made it big, or when you were still small?
All right, guys, hold up. That's a good question. Did I take days off when I was making it big? Okay, look, it's true that when the number's going up, it is really exciting to ride that wave and do as much as you can to keep it going. It's like what you guys are doing currently with Streamer University. I gotta go live every day. Okay, that's fine. I think it's okay for short periods of time to do that, but make it a short period of time. Recognize, hey, I'm catching this wave. I'm gonna take some time for myself after, all right, to catch up on the life that I haven't been leading because I've been so focused on work. It's really easy for streamers to fall in the trap. You know the trope of like the working husband, barely knows his wife, barely knows his kids, works every day? Streamers do that to themselves all the time. So many streamers have amazing relationships online. Offline, they barely talk to the people they stream with. They have no personality. They give everything to their creation, and they never hustle themselves. In 10 years, you will not be hearing about them. I promise you that.
Thank you. Bro, Lud is cooking with this class.
Who's your GOAT?
Shohei
Another homework
Ohtani.
assignment. I need you guys to be writing down who your streaming GOATs are. Now, for this
Ooh.
specifically, all right, it is important for you.
I'll tell you guys who's one of my streaming goats. Even though I shit talk him all the time and I hate watch his streams, it's Squeaks. I think Squeaks is one of the best streamers. Full stop. Squeaks is just one of the best streamers.
To study what you are passionate about.
Squeaks is my goat. I think Squeaks is the best streamer. Why is it Aspen? It's not Aspen Gold. Squeaks.
Okay? You cannot be a streamer if you do not watch streams. It just doesn't work. You don't actually care about the medium. Maybe you just like the idea of being big and successful. Maybe you like the idea of being rich. You'll just never be successful if those are your reasons. You have to
I think this is where I struggle. I struggle because I don't really want to watch people's streams.
truly love streaming to be a big streamer. All right? So what does it mean when I say who's your GOAT? I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in. Okay? If you are doing sports, don't put down, Jeffree Star as your GOAT or whatever. Try to make it somebody who's in the same sphere as you. All right? So for example, look, everyone knows Anthony Edwards? All right? Anthony Edwards often says inspired by...
It's like being a writer without reading any books. Kind of. I guess I see the analogy, but I'm also like, I don't know if it's quite like, I don't know. But maybe a fair criticism is like, I need to watch other streamers, right? Fun fact, chat, Blau used to be a Destiny orbiter. Okay, pause. Yes, that's true. That is true, but you have to give the context of when. Chat, I used to watch Destiny a lot. I used to watch, like, you guys know the politics guy? I used to watch Destiny, but I watched him when he was a StarCraft 2 streamer. This is like back in like 2012, 2013. And then it was crazy because I came back into the streaming world in like 2020, 2021. I was like, wait, Destiny? The StarCraft guy? I was shocked.
KD, talk to him in an interview. He says he's inspired by Kobe. Kobe obviously inspired by Michael Jordan. Most of you probably don't know who David Thompson is. Okay, that's the domino piece that started it all. He inspired Michael Jordan to be the player he is. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Respect these giants. Study your GOATs. I'm gonna give you a few examples of people who I like right now. And so when I ask you to write down these GOATs for this homework assignment, I want you to write down 3 people and why. What about their content do you find so alluring? So I'm gonna give you examples.
The guy with the island?
So you can do this easier. Joe Bart, king of the content funnel. We'll talk about the content funnel a bit later. Okay? RDC, they're probably kings of authenticity in streaming. And I think authenticity is what audiences really enjoy, right? Especially because there's such like a Mr. Beastification, of like big grand events or whatever. People like authenticity, a friend group who are actual real life friends.
I think it's one, by the way, the Mr. Beastification is actually one of the reasons why I think Jason's been so successful with a lot of his big events is because he doesn't, like, I think people are really, you know what I actually see? I think people push back against Mr. Beast almost in the same way that they push back against AI. Cram says, see why you suck at streaming? Why do I suck at streaming, Crams? Hit me with it. By the way, for what it's worth, I'll give you guys I think I can be really, I will tell you guys right now, I think I can be really good at streaming. I'm just not very consistent. I think when I have banger ideas, I can execute on them really well. Sometimes I just don't have the time, don't have the energy. And again, partly it's because I hedge my bets and I still work as a game dev. Authenticity, I'm pretty fucking authentic. I don't lie to you guys. Okay? I think I'm authentic. Maybe. I think I'm pretty authentic. Am I not authentic? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
Can't get much better than that. And then KDB, she's funnier than I'll ever be. So honestly, I'll watch funny people to hopefully pick up a thing or two. So anyway, that's an example of a few GOATs. I need you guys for your homework. All right, this is it. Your homework today. Write down your 3 goals.
I will do this homework, chat, and instead of telling you guys what my answers were, I will tell you that I've done it in the Discord. Okay.
It can be 3 or more.
What did you just say?
Is that Lacey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't like the vibe.
You didn't like the vibe.
I didn't like the vibe.
Can you go out, yell him, and tell him to go see Dean Cincinnati on my behalf?
Oh my God.
Right now, baby, go yell him. Hey, Lacey. Decent at right now. I'm not playing.
Truly uncalled for.
I'm not playing. You are 30 minutes late to class.
I'm not even in this class.
That man, go handle
That's even a better reason. Decent that.
Yeah, vocal notes.
Get out of here.
Don't worry about it, I got it. All right, come on. Let's get out of here.
All right.
All right, close the door, better. All right, homework. Guys, back
That was
to your
pretty fucking
homework.
great.
All right, there's 3 things. I'm only checking for 2. First,
I'm not gonna lie, this is both informational, but then also even the little bits thrown in is fucking amazing. This is a great class.
1, I need your goals, at least 3 for the end of the year. I need you to think about the schedule. I don't need to see what your schedule is, but start thinking of an ideal schedule. And then finally, write down your 3 goats and why they are your goats, what you admire about them. And I want to just actually take a few right now. Does anyone have some goals they'd like to share with the class? Bonnie, please. What's a goal?
Like, lose my imposter syndrome, because I do struggle with that a little bit.
Lose your imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
Like, just be more confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how about we...
Oh, brother.
So uncomfortable. I'll let it slide. I think, Bonnie, a good way to phrase goals are things you can make actions on, right? So lose the imposter syndrome is hard because it's a little open-ended. So maybe write down things you appreciate about yourself every day. You know, like building confidence in ways that you can make tangible actions towards, as opposed to hurting yourself in your own goal. In your own goal, you've labeled that you have imposter syndrome. But if we were to make our
Identity,
goal,
nice.
hey, I'm gonna say like
This is great. This
things
is
I
great
appreciate
advice.
about myself in the world and the friends that I have in my life. Then that works towards your goal.
Very
without
good. Very
raising your
smart.
goal in a
Yes,
negative
very
way.
good. Very smart.
Any other goals? I'm gonna go around. I'm just gonna bounce around. Come back. What you got?
Oh, to lose weight.
To lose weight? Why do you want to lose weight?
Because I'm fat.
Now, are you saying you're fat, or do you feel bad when you walk around?
No, I mean, I feel like I can.
Are people calling you fat? Does Chad call you fat?
You are not that fat.
Oh,
Damn.
What the fuck is that? You are not that fat?
Instead of teaching this, just drop the Jelly Wig Masterclass. How to backtrack in 4K, advanced people pleasing, and spine regeneration theory. Okay, that is kind of funny, but I will say the funny thing about this is I would argue Ludwig's class is like a pretty general, like good class about structuring any sort of goals in life. Like a lot of what he's teaching, like just teaching, is not even just applicable to streamers. It's applicable to a lot of people. So it's found the XQC viewer.
That's crazy. All right, I think that's a good goal. I think personal goals are great. What you got back there?
Grow my clothing brand and sell about 10,000 for the first year.
Grow your clothing brand, sell 10,000 units in the first year?
Yeah.
I like that. What's the clothing brand name?
OLVR, Oliver.
Have you dropped a drop yet?
Not yet. I'm getting samples August 10th.
Now samples August 10th? I like it. All right, what's your goal?
Make more art, learn how to spend time off, and more technology free time. And AJ, you lost so much weight. Don't call yourself fat.
AJ, I like that. AJ called you AJ. Why are you calling it make more? I think it's important with goals. Let's get a little more specific. Make more art.
Yeah, instead of make more art, you want goals that are like draw every day, even if it's just a doodle.
Open-ended. It can be one of those goals that you're like, I can do it event. You can push that off. So I don't know what specific art do you make?
Well, that's the thing. I do all art. I'm all media. So it's just more like reconnect with it. Like, okay, more specifically, reconnect with it off stream. Because now I have such
I like
a
that.
streaming mindset that I'm like, okay, now how can I structure this art to be funny and interesting for a stream to keep my viewership?
This is a great point. This is also why there's a lot of stuff that I could stream to you guys, but I don't want to because I want to keep that time for me. Like I could stream one of my hockey practices, but a part of me is also like, well, but I also want to focus on my hockey practice. Now, should I still be streaming more hockey to you guys? Absolutely. Should I stream more boxing to you guys? Absolutely. Like don't get me wrong, chat, a million things I should be streaming more to you guys, but I do think it's important to also do things. Listen, I get it. I'm more on the side of I need to stream more than less.
So why
I
not
need to
say,
like cut that off.
hey, I'm taking Fridays off now. That's a day where I can work on myself and I can also do my art.
Because like you said earlier, it's so easy to like when you see a wave that you want to be like, oh, I need to ride this one. Because I feel like there's always I have random lucky moments where I'm like, okay, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, but I think it's all right. I think the day off won't kill you. But or even if it's a morning or whatever it is, I mean, you can fit it in. How about an example of some goats? Who here has a goat in mind? Someone they really like, someone they think's great, that inspires them? What you got?
Extra Emily.
Extra Emily, and why?
I like her.
Driving? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I like Extra Emily too.
My car is total too, but that's not the point. So no,
Nice.
I like that she just does like solo streams. I do the same thing where I just travel.
In IRL?
Yeah, I'm about to do a Europe.
I will say one of Extra Emily's greatest strengths is that she just goes live and does these crazy solo streams. I don't know how she has the energy for it. It's wild.
Tour solo, just me and my camera.
And the confidence she has walking in those places,
Yeah.
I think that's great. Mr. Keem.
This is no glaze.
Can't say me, I will go next.
Agent Zero. He's the best variety streamer ever, alright?
Cocky for saying not me.
Best variety streamer, what do you mean by that? Why is he better than Lyric?
He's very consistent. He does immaculate IRL content. He's an amazing gamer, and he's a Reacts king.
I would say what he does better. What does he do better than Lyric?
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, I see Ludwig's trying to appease like the old goats of Twitch, but like, okay. Fuck, here's a hot take. And I don't want to take away from like any of like the old dogs, whether it be Lyric or anything. The reality is a lot of them blew up though when streaming wasn't a thing and wasn't as like competitive as it is now. And that was when it was just gaming, right? But I mean, it's also like, you know, it's like when you look back in time at, it's actually, here's a great example, like Wayne Gretzky, GOAT of the NHL. If you took prime Wayne Gretzky and put him in the NHL now, he'd be completely fucking terrible, right? He wouldn't be able to play because the skill of the league just got way better. Yeah, I think Agent's definitely a more like well-rounded streamer than probably Lyric even, because Lyric's no, you know, does no cam gaming streams. They're fucking awesome. He's a go for it. He's been doing it for God knows how long. But I mean, I see what Agent does. I saw Agent in fucking, where was he? He was in the Arctic Circle surviving and doing a stream. That's crazy.
With you, I don't watch a lot of Lyric. I know who he is, but I don't watch him.
What does he do better than Soda Pop?
I opened up stream for the first time yesterday to test viewbotting, and it actually works. I got 50 viewers free. They even got chat box that type in chat according to what's on stream. Do you think it's the norm now? Yes, I absolutely. I think so many people fucking viewbot. I think it's really persistent, and I think Twitch sadly like normalized it by basically being like, well, we're not gonna ban you, we're just gonna cap you for it. But so many people fucking viewbot, 100%.
What's he do better than me?
What's he do better than
It's not a competition, Ludwig. I know the answer. I want to see if he knows the answer.
Well, I will say this. He is the Professor of the Year of 2025, so.
I think the only reason I'm pushing you on this is when I want you to mention your GOAT, I need you to really know who they are.
Okay, so what he does do better, I would say, is like, so he has a group, AMP, and they make content together regularly, and I don't know if you have like a group, maybe you have like the Yard or something?
I think, and Agent, you can back me up, I think what Agent does better than almost anyone is the thoughtfulness of his segments.
Yes.
I think he ideates probably more than almost any other streamer.
Yes.
And the segments that come out of that are much more creative pound for pound, okay? As opposed to someone like me or Lyric, who are much more desktop focused, or an IRL streamer who's too scared to try out desktop. Agent will push boundaries in the expressiveness about his ideas. Okay? So that's what I would spot for you. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, all the compliments I'll take.
All right. Let's get one
Agent's just there like, I'm just getting glazed. Fuck yeah.
We have not heard from you yet.
Hi, I'm Tana Biddick. My goal, I would say, is to become like the first female athlete in this kind of industry. I play softball, so I don't really know many athletes in general that sit here and stream like this and make it here, so especially females, so that's my goal.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. You're trying to develop a niche then? Yes. I like that. All right.
That's actually she makes a really good point. I've been seeing more guys pop up that do sports content, but not that many girls doing sports content. That's actually great.
Go through then. All right.
Joker has hacked our stream and he's making our Wi-Fi terrible. We gotta go handle this, but we were here, so please don't tell Dean Sinat. Get your homework. Let's go. We'll be back.
You interrupted class. Get out and don't come back.
All right, see y'all.
What's the count of it?
Okay. Were those the people who are dressed as the fucking...
Lorax.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a character for every day? That's fine.
He was somebody else earlier. He was back there.
Yeah, he was.
Today?
Wait, what?
It was Victor earlier.
Guys, show of hands. Did anyone here not write something down? Did anyone here not put down
Nope.
goals? My genuine advice at this point, and I do not say this with malice in my heart, you should probably quit streaming.
That's wrong.
I do not think you are cut out for what it takes to be a full-time streamer if you are not willing to put the work in right now to do such simple things
All right, wait, but I already made it as a full-time streamer, chat. We're fine.
as laying out the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. My life is awesome. But if you don't care for your own life and your own
True.
success, then who can? Who is supposed to?
True.
All right? Prove me wrong. I would love to see it in 3 years. If you didn't write this, maybe you're watching online, you didn't write the goals down, even though I told you to do it. I told you to put down who your goats were, what your goals were, think about your schedule. If you didn't do any of that, then you probably won't want to spark stream. You probably won't want to come up with these things and be the streamer that you hope to be in your dreams. What you got for me?
Please use the bathroom.
Yeah, you can use the bathroom. Look, at any moment you guys can leave. I don't care. Do you. All right, guys. I feel like we were talking about more high-level things so you can work on for your life, whatever. All right, I know a lot of you guys are already successful streamers on Twitch, but if you do not know, this is some generic advice that I think is
True,
applicable
can't grow
to
on
everyone.
Twitch.
I think we all know this. You cannot grow on Twitch. We know this, right? There's no discoverability. We have heard about this. We've heard about this ad nauseum. And so what do? You go to other platforms. Maybe you make YouTube videos, whatever. I try to prove this. I made a video asking whether Twitch was luck or skill. I went live on a secret channel, and I waited to see how long it would take for me to get viewership. Okay, usually when I go live, I get 10 to 20,000 viewers. I was live for 4 hours. I didn't get a single viewer. I didn't even get a bot. That was fucked up. If you were to go live on Kai Sinat's channel and Kai were to go live on your channel, you would have more viewers on his channel than he would on yours. That's just how the platform of Twitch works. It is dog shit in that sense, yeah?
You stream a lot on YouTube. What do you think of like YouTube Live's discoverability?
It's slightly better.
We're having a whole class on YouTube, I think tomorrow. YouTube Live's discoverability is worse than it could be because YouTube gets a lot more money from people watching videos than from live streams. So they do not push live streams. They do occasionally, but
Yeah, it's better than Twitch's, but it's still not good. Partly because for YouTube, it's like it costs, like, live streaming is not great for these sites. It costs them a lot of money to run live streams.
not nearly to the extent that somebody like TikTok does, where you get the live stream, you're like, why do they keep fucking pushing me live streams? And then you accidentally click, and then you're in the live stream hell, and then you have to close out. Like a platform like TikTok's a lot better at pushing live streams than YouTube. YouTube doesn't really do it because it doesn't pay them the big bucks. And they're scared to fuck with the moneymaker, which is VODs. All right. So, question for you.
Oh, this is what I want. Let's
How
go.
many hours should you stream a day?
Not many, please.
Go.
8 to 12.
All right, love it. What you
Holy
got?
shit.
Wait, a day?
How many hours do you stream a day?
Personally, or are you saying?
How many hours should you stream?
I think 2 to 4.
Okay, who else?
I like that. 2 to 4, yeah.
4 to 6.
Okay. Anyone else got an answer? We kind of got a full range there.
I would agree with 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
4 to 6? All right, I like that. I think you guys are in the money spot. 8 to 12 is way too long. You are wasting your time. And this is about efficiency
Unless it's GTA roleplay.
of time, okay? You can stream 12 hours, you'll make more money, you'll get more subs, you'll get more followers, whatever. But the efficiency of your time just isn't there. Because Twitch is not gonna help you grow as a creator. You are basically cashing in on the audience you currently have. This is a 6-hour stream of mine.
Random question, chat. Is the stream dropping? I'm seeing a bunch of drop frames and my internet going booty. Hello? This is the first time I've seen my internet be like shit the bed. Oh, I think it's back now. Oh my God, it was shit in the bed though. Actually, it's been shit in the bed all day.
All right, this is from June 11th.
Huh.
This is one of my best streams ever. I'm gonna ask you guys right now, This is a little bit of a trick question. Why is this one of my best streams ever?
You've been dropping frames for about 20 minutes? Oh my God. Huh. And now I'm like, yo, I thought it was my end. Yeah. Oh my God. You guys all thought it was just, well, because think about it. I'm looking at the data for it, and it's probably enough that you guys thought, or it's enough that it's noticeable, but not enough that you would ever think that it was from me. It's like 10% of the frames. I didn't want to be annoying, so I didn't. Dude, chat, if the stream has crashed on you, or if you've been getting, guys, it's me. My internet's shit the bed today. We were afraid you would. I would not yell at you. No, but like, I'm also looking at, because like, you know, when you do like an IRL stream or you do any of that, like, if internet's bad, people let you know. This is one of the weirdest, like, just subtly, I wasn't even paying attention. It's subtly bad, and it's been going on the whole stream, and we're dropping, it's about 10% of the frames. I checked my connection, just assumed it was Twitch, but no, it's me. Here, let me show you. Look at this. 10% of the streams, 10% of the frames have been dropped. Like right now, it's juicy, but this was dipping down into like red levels like all day. Oh my God. Huh.
You can take a look at, I have all the metrics out for you. This is my
I didn't want to say anything until he started streaming No Pixel 5. Yeah, I was like, but it's like 10% of frames were dropped. But think about it, that's not enough that you, like, you might just be like, oh, my internet's kind of like shitting the bed. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame you guys for thinking it was you.
YouTube.
It's also like one of those where I didn't even notice it.
Analytics is my Twitch analytics.
Because of the watch time?
Because of the watch time? Okay, what you got?
I think you're just very consistent.
Consistency, all right.
I mean, your title says Game with Friends. Maybe it was a big collaborative event, so it drew a lot of viewers to your channel.
Okay. What you got?
I don't know, maybe you got some good clips or something.
You got double your normal stuff.
Okay, you are close. What you got?
You upped your average viewers?
Yeah, by 100. It's marginal. All right. Just real quick, by show of hands, who self-describes himself as a clip farmer? AKA, who goes live, who can get a bunch of clips, you can throw them on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and they do very well, but maybe on stream, you're used to getting like 100, 200 viewers, a smaller number than the amount of views your clips get. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Is anyone really thriving on clips, but it's not, you know, transferring to long form? Okay? All right? What you guys are really good at is streaming for the clip. It's second nature. You probably have gone through a
Not Blau gaslighting us with the bad internet. Yeah, I know. It's fuck it.
stream, hit the moment, knew, oh, that's the clip that I'll post later, and then gone through the rest of your stream. I am old school. They did not have clips. Okay, they deadass didn't even have short.
Yeah, you had to basically be entertained the whole time.
I streamed for the YouTube video. I would create a segment in my stream. The entire stream would be me recording the YouTube video live. Okay, you know, for example, I have the rarest Pokemon box. Today I'm going to open it up. We're going to see what's inside. Very clear expectation of the context of what's going to be happening in the stream. Later on, I'll have an editor edit that.
He is actually really good at doing this.
Think of your streams as recording sessions. That's all they are. So what's the ideal amount of time to stream? I would say, how many segments can you get out of the stream? You're probably not going to get 8 to 12 hours of segments. I cap out at around 4. So why is this my best stream? These are all the segments that I got out of it. Real quick, this is the revenue. This is going to be for later. This is the revenue the stream made. It made $5,500. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's not a flex. Just keep that in mind. This is the content that I got out of it. Okay. So we had 3 VODs. It's got 14K. You know, 178K, 140K. I got 3 edited videos, 320K, a million, 330K. I got a couple shorts at $500,000 and $1 million.
Damn, Ludwig's content funnel is crazy. Oh no, stream is still buffering. All right, chat, listen. I'm going to take Professor Ludwig's advice. If we're having difficulties with the stream and with tech, I'd rather save this, get my goals written out, and get my fucking internet fixed than just keep streaming. How dare you, Blau? Fuck you. How could you do this to us? I think that's a pretty good segue. Well, also because I have a bunch of shit that I got to get done today. And I have a hockey game tonight, which I will be posting clips of on Instagram. It's going to be one of the big boy leagues that I'm playing in tonight. Dang it, it crashed again? I thought it was a trap. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to stream if stuff's crashing and not looking good. So, chat, I promise you this. Seems like a lack of discipline to me. No. I will write out my goals. I'm going to do Ludwig's homework, and I'll update you guys in the Discord. If you guys haven't joined yet, I will update you guys in the Discord and let you guys know what the plans are for the stream in the future. Thanks for tuning in. You guys were great. We'll watch the rest of Ludwig's professors. I'm going to probably watch his other course offline. Hey, still 2 hours. I just got here. What's going on? There you guys go. Yeah, be appreciative. Thank you, Blau, for the stream. Thank you for blessing us with these 2 hours. Underworking. Underworked, overpaid. Am I streaming tomorrow? Oh, I'm seeing the Odyssey tomorrow. I'm streaming the... You're all good, Dr. Owen Harper. I'm streaming the Odyssey, or watching the Odyssey tomorrow. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow, but I think I'm streaming Monday. And I will get on actually making a schedule for you guys. I've been inspired. It's time to get to work. Illy chat, you guys were great. Peace.